Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be testing out the new Agl Videl character that we just got. So we're in the middle of the Agl celebration here, kind of the filler between GDC and Tanabata. The Videl looks like she may be pretty decent, especially when run with a Gohan. So we're going to throw her on the new LR Gohan's team. We're going to see how well she performs at 55%. And yeah, let's jump in and let's see how she does. Alright, so we're here on turn 2. We've got Videl here. So let's check out and see what all she really does. So she has Ki +2, attack and defense up by 200%. She has 30% base damage reduction, which is great. Randomly change Ki spheres of a certain type, Agl excluded, to Rainbow. Ki +3 and attack and defense up by 70% for allies whose name include Gohan, Teen, Ultimate Gohan, Majin Buu excluded, or Great Saiyaman. So this right here shows where she's going to be very good with a Gohan, right? So not only does she help buff him, but her Rainbow Orb changing is also going to help Gohan out because he needs to pick up a Rainbow Ki Sphere in order to like really dip into his passive. So right off the bat, very, very good unit to help out Gohan. When she's attacking 12 or more Ki, she gets another 200% attack and defense. When there's another Agl ally attacking the same turn, or a Gohan, she's going to get another 50% damage reduction before attacking, right? So, I mean, they can throw her in slot 1. I don't know if I really recommend it. She's probably still not going to take a lot of the bigger hits. And then she's going to get another 300% attack when attacking. So, she might have some decent numbers. We'll kind of see as we go through this. For every turn that passes, her damage reduction is going to decrease by no more than 30%. So, that initial 30% damage reduction, she's going to lose that over time. But as long as there's a Gohan in the turn, she'll have that 50% before she attacks. Now, for 3 turns from her entry turn, she's going to have another 200% defense, a high chance to crit, and launch an additional attack that has a chance to become a super. So really going to help out for the first 3 turns. When she's KO'd, so she's got a revival, right? So when she's KO'd, starting from the 4th turn, so that's why you get a couple extra buffs for 3 turns, those go away, and then she's meant to be able to activate her revive. After that's gone off, she gets another 200% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction comes back, she gets guaranteed crits, and she gets a guaranteed super. So you definitely want her to get her revive off. Now the only thing here with her revival getting activated is that she has to be the one to die, right? So she's going to have pretty good use for a little while, and then you guys basically going to want to put her in front of something to try to get knocked out. With some of these bigger fights, I mean, it's not going to be really that hard. You're just going to have to try to protect her a little bit. You know, the damage reduction will be great to kind of help out with, like, AoEs, because before she attacks. So if there's, like, an AoE or something before she gets a chance to attack, that'll definitely be able to help her out a little bit. But putting her in slot 1 is not really where she wants to live. For her super attack, she's going to massively raise defense for 3 turns and cause supreme damage to the enemy. So she's, again, helping out with her defense, which is good. It's what she needs. So let's go ahead. Let's throw Gohan there. Unfortunately, she's not really going to have any links with Gohan, which seems like a weird kind of design. If they're meant to, like, she's meant to kind of support him. I mean, what we could do is float her off, right? Because she's on the same turn. She's floating around. She will hit a Gohan every turn, which is good. So let's keep her floating for now until we want to try to get her revive. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. And as you can see, she really helps with like changing the field around for us. Let's see, 7 is the most we can do for you, so let's do that. And then we'll go ahead and pick up that for Videl. Alright, now I'm expecting the Gohan basically to get stunned from this Vegeta, which is fine. We're trying to at least let this fight play out a little bit longer, so we don't want to start blowing them away too quick with the Gohan. Alright, yep, so we got this guy here. So, I mean, overall, I think just looking at Videl's kit, I want to say high-ish hopes for her, at least with a Gohan on the team. So as long as she's like running with like this team or something, I think she'll be a good support just to kind of be around. I don't know if she's going to be like a good damage dealer. I don't think she'll be like a necessity kind of, but she will be a decent help to Gohan. Okay, no additional super there. That kind of sucks. She takes normals just fine after a super, so I guess there's that. But yeah, we'll cut to when she comes back around, and then basically we'll have her revive ready as well, so then we can hopefully put her in a spot where she can get the revive off. All right, so it's I got killed. Gohan got killed on that last turn. So I just kind of jump back in. We're running through. We're here. Turn 5, right? So now Videl is able to do her revive. So, bring it on. I mean, she doesn't link up with Goten, Trunks, or Gohan, which is kind of an odd choice, right? If you're gonna make her like a big Gohan support, you would think that she would have some sort of connection with him, right? Other than just like in her passive. But at this point now, she has lost all her damage reduction, except for the 50% she gets before attacking. We're on the 4th turn, so if she dies, we're going to hit the revive. Once she revives, she's going to get that additional attack and defense. Her damage reduction is going to come back. Guaranteed crits, guaranteed additional super. I'm going to try to see if we get her killed here, and we revive, we're going to go to the next turn. I'm going to try to see if I can flub that turn around a little bit to see if we can get back here to see her again. No promises, though, with the way that this run's been going. If not, then I'll probably just jump into like a separate event that's a little bit longer, a little bit like quote-unquote like easier in the beginning. That way we can get to her revive faster, get it up, and be able to kind of see what she's doing after that. But let's put her in the front here first. And we'll go ahead and pick up whatever. It doesn't really matter. We'll do that, and then that. And let's see it. So she's got 50% damage reduction before attacking. So right now she had more damage reduction, right? So I mean, she's taking big hits. Big hits. But she had 50% damage reduction. Okay. And then here she goes. She's going to die. So then here we get her revive.
Here. Trust me and take this bean. It'll make you feel better.
I'm all better now!
The magic bean. Okay, so we're just gonna try to not die here. If we die, we'll pretty much jump into the next event. So let's see. I'm gonna cut to her next turn, whether it's here or whether it's in the other event. Okay, so obviously our other run didn't go the way I wanted it to. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna put her right here. We are on her turn 5. So she should have this activated, right? Because it is 4th turn from her entry turn, not from the start of battle. So she has a revive. We'll go ahead, we'll put her up front, put her in danger so we can get that off. We'll do that, And we'll do that. Try not to heal. There she goes, she's dead. Go ahead, hit that revive for me, gal.
Here. Trust me and take this bean. It'll make you feel better.
I'm all better now!
Okay, now we're back here on our next turn, post-revive, right? So when you revive, you go into the next rotation, which kind of sucks because you have to wait for a round to get her back again to really try her out. But I mean, now that she has her revive, she has the additional 200% attack and defense. 30% damage reduction is back And then as long as you got a Gohan or a Peppy Gal in the same rotation, she's got another 50% before attacking. She's guaranteed crits, and she's guaranteed to launch additional super. So all that built onto what she already has. I think she's going to do great. And then remember, because the Goten and Trunks is technically Goten, Trunks plus Gohan, still counts as a Gohan. So you gotta love it, right? Little loopholes there. That's the beauty of tag characters, right? You still get the benefit of the other character in there. So we'll keep the Goten and Trunks around. That way they can kind of dodge and weave a little bit for us here. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and make sure to pick up enough for her to get a super. So that way she's going to be able to, we'll see that she's going to launch crits. She's going to get at least one additional guaranteed super attack. And we'll kind of see what her numbers look like because of that added 200%. And I think she gets another, what is it, 300% when she has the Gohan on rotation. So she should still be getting that as well with these guys being here. Which is good because, I mean, there's not a whole lot of, like, good just Gohans. I mean, we got the Easy A for the Tech Gohan, right, that we just, the LR1 that we just got. I mean, she jumped up to 15 mil. She was doing, like, consistently, like, 7 or 8 million for her numbers, and then she jumped up to 15. I mean, she's not, obviously not, like, the powerhouse unit. She's not meant to go in here and deal a shit ton of damage. She's launching 3 supers, so already that's a lot better than what she's been doing. Yep, and then she's got her 30% damage reduction back now because once you start, she has it. Over the course of the next couple turns, she loses it. Then she's able to revive. She gets it back permanently. So, I mean, she's a good support for Gohan. Or she's a good, yeah, I mean, good support for Gohan, and she's good when you got the Gohan on the team for herself. Now she's not like a top tier kind of character, and she's not meant to be, right? The Peppy Gal characters are never meant to be like premium Dokkan Fest level characters. But they are helpful, right? They are meant to be kind of supporting and kind of helping out their teams that they're built for. Okay, so this is going to be the last turn, I think, that we look at her. There's really nothing more to see from her, like, at all. Because once she's there, once she's got her revive, once you've gotten the revive off, that's pretty much like the extent of, I'm going to say, her usefulness. It's the extent of seeing what all she can really do, right? Because, I mean, at this point, there's nothing more special that she has. She's just here now, and she's supporting. She's got her own little buffs, and that's about it. So, you know, we'll go through this, finish up this turn real quick, and then we'll pretty much, I think, call that a video.
Time to get serious.
But overall, I mean, she's, I think, a pretty decent support. Works well with this team. She just, I think she just takes a spot away from somebody that you could probably fit in a little bit better. I mean, there's really not like a whole lot to fill this team out with, per se. But I think if we get like a really good, I don't say this Gohan's not good, right? We get a really good Gohan, like another, I mean, hell, like another Beast, or, you know, another Ultimate Gohan, or like something else. Dude, you get a team full of a bunch of these different Gohans and you throw Videl on there as a support character, and I think you're pretty set. All right, guys, that was our initial look at Videl at 55%. In terms of her kind of being a good support and kind of helping out with having the Gohan around, I think she's okay for a Pepe Gal unit, right? You know, it's hard to really compare her because you can't compare her to Dokkan Fests. You can't compare her to LRs. You can't compare her to Carnivals. Like, you can't do that because she's not at that level. But for what she is, I think she's okay. And like I said, I think if you get like another good Gohan, and you can really fill that out. The only biggest thing I don't like is that none of her links help Gohan, like at all. like you can't link her with Gohan, and she wants a Gohan with her. So I mean, really, she's meant to be just like a floater character. Like, you throw her in the third slot when she comes around. You know, you've got the Goten and Trunks and the Gohan unit always kind of like one on each rotation. Every time she shows up, she's helping support that, and she looks good on that rotation. And I think pretty much slot 3, like having her float around like that is probably the best way to have her. Keep her out of the way of some stuff a little bit more too. You know, after you get the revive, before and after the revive. But you know, making a character need to revive in order to be good has always been a big gripe of mine. And that's another thing with her, is that she's okay, and then when she gets her revive off, she gets better, which is fine. But I don't like a lot of stuff being locked behind, like, oh, she has 30% damage reduction, but she's gonna lose it. But then when she dies, she gets it back, plus all this other stuff. It's like, I get what they're doing, and it makes sense from the way that you make the game. But to me personally, I don't like it. It's nothing against like the way they make it, because that's the way it should be, right? And you get the revive, they come back stronger and they're better. It's just, I don't know, something about it I just don't like that much. Locking their full potential behind having to get off a revive, where most of the times you kind of can't control it because of the RNG of the game, if that makes sense. But overall, we'll end it here. She's a good Pepe Gal. She's a good support. I liked her enough to say that she's okay, and we'll pretty much just leave it at that. So, if you guys hung around to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the new Videl. Again, this is only her at 55%, so I don't know what her numbers look like when she's fully built, but she's not meant to be an attacker or a big time like damage dealer, like a main part of the team. She's meant to be kind of that support floater kind of deal to kind of help Gohan out, but that's really it. So, like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!